yesterday I went to see a man about his fishing reel. He advertised on Craigslist, and he explained the reel was in great shape and seemed like a real credible guy. And I went out to see him, and he showed me some things. You know, he claimed that he was an avid fisherman and knowledgeable, and that the reel was in good shape. I believe he was everything he said. In front of me, there's a whole pile of things, including the fishing reel. The first thing that I thought was so amazing that John explained to me, he explained that the fishing line was lined up with the spool and the guide. I did not think that was very important, because once you cast it out and wind it in, it moves back and forth and lines itself up. But today, I thought to myself, how insightful that is. Because from the very first cast, the very first time you let the line out, it's going to go straight from the very first time. So John was very attention-oriented, attention detailed to detail, and that was something that I didn't know, and I learned as well. The monofilament line, look at what came off. It looks like new, but never used, and just got a set in it. So I took that off, and I got down to the knot that he used to tie the braid to the monofilament line. He did a great job, didn't he? It's a wonderful knot. Then I thought I'd look inside after I did all that. I spun the reel. It wasn't the smoothest feeling. I took the reel apart, as I'm going to do for you. And I put a few drops of oil here and there. Can you see in that thing, guys? It's clean, it's beautiful. There's just nothing to complain about. No corrosion, no green, nothing. This side of the reel, can you see? Well, John told me absolutely, impeccably the truth. I'm going to take the spool out. There's the end of the spool, the other end. And here's where it goes. Can you see way down inside? There's a bearing. It was so clean, and all I did was I took a drop of oil. This is Marvel Mystery Oil. It may not be the best. I think it's maybe 5-weight motor oil, or 5-weight, very, very lightweight oil. And you just go ahead and you put a drop on the bearing, and it goes inside, and that's the end of that. And you put it back. And you put it back about like so. If I had a little piece of tape on that, it would have been better for showmanship. And then the spool has this free spool, a lever, and you put that one in the up position, and then that engages this little teeny lever there. So when you put it back together, if it doesn't fit just perfect, then you'll know you've done something wrong, and you'll fix it. That'll be the problem right there. So we put this back together. Now I'm going to push this spool back and forth, Can you hear it? Can you hear it? And on the edge, the end of the reel, is this little knob. You want to adjust that moderately tight. You just want the ever so slight side-to-side play. If it's pushing, that'll reduce the speed of the spool. Down under here, a quick look there. I'll take this apart. It'll be just 1, 2, 3. And when you do this, pay attention that you take these things out and put them in a pile sequentially. There's a little screw here, and I'll put this here. I'll take this wrench, take off that nut at the end here. Then this comes off. Then this comes off. And then this comes off. This star wheel comes off. Oops. And under the wheel is some washers. Just a stack of washers. All seem to be identical to me, so they must just be for space. That goes here, and then it appears to me, I haven't seen the schematic, but right here would be an appropriate place for a bearing to support this driving piece. Back we go. There's no need to clean this reel. It's just like it's new. There's no need to clean this reel. It's just like it's new. Look how beautiful. Everything is just great. Just a speck of that red grease on here. It's just a waterproof grease. It's nothing special. Don't overdo it, guys. I'm not a mechanic, but I know that too much grease is not a plus. Now, this goes on next. That's that little wavy washer. And I have to put this on to get the wheel to go, the star wheel to go back down in its proper position. All right, that's better. And then the nut that's on the drive shaft goes back on. Golly, guys. I remember, if you're afraid of this stuff, let me tell you a story. Anything man makes, man can mess it up, and then there's always somebody that can fix it. Oh, don't be afraid. Just take it apart, and if you goof it up, we'll just send it over to Shimano and Daiwa and tell them the truth. You messed it up. You're a crummy mechanic. That's why they are getting it. They'll smile, send you a bill, send you your reel. So next time we put our lines on, then let's try to line it up. So from the very first moment that we pick up the reel and go after that trophy fish, maybe you see it breaking on the surface or whatever, but it's a lesson well learned. If you have a little extra time, when you do this sort of thing, pay attention, put it back in proper order, so that when the line and the guide line up perfectly, you're all set. And if you have something you'd like to see, let me know. Gee, thanks for watching. Bye. Jerry made my dreams come true. It's a miracle. All these little fishing ideas, and now I'm exposed across the country. And I'm not doing this for any fees or pay. It's just for the fun of it.